Hello there. The shave tonight, the brush, is my AP Shaves the Hulk, given to me by Chris Bailey. I believe it's got a big honking synthetic knot. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a 30 millimeter. That's why they call it the Hulk. Big, huge honking knot, lovely stuff. We're going to set it in the scuttle and let it get warm. And the soap tonight is one of my favorites. It's Taylor of Old Bond Street's Grapefruit Shaving Cream. This is a fantastic cream. I love the grapefruit in this. What's not to like? Good stuff. So I'm going to shake all the water out of that. And I'm just going to do this number here like I would with a soap. And I'm just looking for the tips of this. To get what I think probably the right amount of cream in it. But it doesn't matter. You should load the snot out of your brush. Okay? But if you find that your lather needs more soap, go back to the container, put soap in it. If you find out that your lather needs more water, dip it in the sink, or run it under the sink real fast, dip it in your scuttle. If you're one of those guys that fills the sink up, dip it in the sink. Do whatever you have to do to make your shave comfortable. Okay? If you get lather on your hands and don't like that, go out of sink. Rinse your hands. You know, don't make it. I've got like 3 days growth, 2 days growth, something like that. Don't make it something that is difficult when it's not really necessary for it to be. You're right here in the bathroom. You should have pretty much everything that you need. I'm dipping from my scuttle. You should have pretty much everything you need at your hand anyway. Don't be afraid. That's just flipping lovely. I love this fat sucker. You know, don't be afraid to do what you need to do to get your shave on. One of the things that I would caution you is when you're talking about a shaving cream, you want to put a bit of extra water in it. I know it lathers really fast. That's the problem. Is the cream has a bit of moisture in it and it will lather, and you can run the risk, like see right now I put so much water in that, I run the risk of it fading away because I put way too much water in it. I don't really care if it fades away. I'll put a bit more soap on my face. It's not a big deal. I'd rather have plenty of water in the soap. And tonight we're going to use my Univinlions commissary. This is a copy of the Feather Artist Club. It's aluminum, like the Feather. I'm sure it's not aircraft grade aluminum like the Feather, but it's aluminum, and it's a really good, solid razor that's fairly inexpensive and shaves like a scalded ape. Some of the, whatever that's called, shavette, okay? Some of the cheaper shavettes that we have now are fantastic. The only difference, the major difference between this and the Feather is there's a lot more blade extension on this razor, but I don't notice any difference. As far as aggression goes. And I don't know if I said it, but the blade is, I guess, a Univinlions brand that came with the razor. They work really well. Matter of fact, I probably will order like 100 of them from Allied Express because you can get 100 of them for like 19 bucks. And they're sharp and fairly smooth. I have the Feather Pros and the Feather Lights as well. They're good blades as well. Uh, but these are not in any way inferior to them, in my opinion, from my experience. I know that blades are one of the most controversial things in wet shaving, and keep in mind that I can pretty much shave with any ED blade out there. That's a decent brand. I've even shaved with some Chinese that I never heard of before and shaved just fine. So you have to keep that in mind when I talk about razor blades, unless I'm talking about a straight, because I can pretty much shave with any kind of blade that's out there and get a nice, smooth, comfortable shave. Once again, your mileage may vary. Good first pass. And I got lather flying all over the bathroom. There's nothing wrong with that either. That's a tiptoe through the tulips. This razor has a really good weight to it. And if you're looking for a low cost but really good commissary style shavette using the modern long and narrow single edge blades, that'll tick the box. Lovely. Lovely. That was a beautiful shave. And I'm going to top this off with one of my favorite aftershaves of all time, Barbasol Brisk. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Phew, love it, the menthol. I loaded this up with menthol. Almost all of my like drugstore type aftershaves, I do that too. Just slamming good. That's been a fantastic shave. Wonderful finish. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.